Hello YouTube, this is my first video with commentary. Today we're going to complete a service mode with a Class 43 high-speed train heading into London Paddington. It'll be default weather settings and it'll be the first service of the day from Old Oak Common Depot to London Paddington. And the reason that I've selected this route is because I had been practicing it and I didn't realise that you had to actually change the points which take you to different tracks whilst playing the game. With different scenarios, I've been playing regularly and you never had to change points, which led to a bit of frustration when playing the game. It took me a while to realise that you had to actually get out of the train and change the points, and that was a first for me. So no doubt, if I had that problem, then there'll be a few others, and hopefully this will help. So I do like to play the game with a few assists, so we put on the DSD alarms, the AWS alarms. It's slightly dark out there, but I think we're okay to go ahead with headlights on day. And we'll turn off the master key, set throttle to forward, cancel the AWS, release our brake, and we do have a speed limit of 5, so we'll just set the throttle to 2, quick acceleration, and throttle back to idle. I'll show you a few external modes whilst we coast. And whilst we coast, I'll show you which points need changed. So we want to make sure that we're following that blue track, and there's a few points that do need change, such as this one. As you can see, we are currently scheduled to go straight, so we want to see that purple go right, which is exactly what happened there. Like I said, we want to make sure that we're following the blue track, so that's that done. That's all your points that need changed. And we'll just switch back to cabin mode, making sure that any AWS or DSD alarms are reset. And I don't want to talk the whole way through the video. I'll make a few comments as we go along. I know that other YouTubers out there, YouTube bloggers, do like to talk the whole way through the video. I don't particularly like this, but I'll make a few comments as we go along. So for those that aren't sure, once again, any beginners to the game, again, want to make it as realistic as they would like. On the Class 43, this is your DSD alarm. That'll activate after no activity of your throttle or braking. This is your AWS alarm, which lets you know if you're coming up to any signals that they're either yellow or red. We'll just keep an eye on our speed. We know the speed limit's still set to 5. Let's just put it into initial and back into running. Please feel free to leave any comments that you like, whether I'm talking too much, whether you're just enjoying the gameplay, how you're finding the game itself. Let me know how I'm getting on. Like I said, it's my first video with any commentary. We'll just increase the speed as it's increased to roughly 15 miles an hour. I want to make sure that we don't increase that too much. And we'll hover around 14. So these were the red lights that I was talking about. If you didn't change the tracks, you will come to these, stop before them, and request to pass danger. Signal at danger. You do get the option to request that. You will get the message stating that it's safe to pass. If you haven't changed the tracks, you will fail the mission, as I had done. Like I said, it was just through a bit of practice, messing around with the controls, realizing that I wasn't on the correct path, and that's exactly how I found out. And that was just my AWS alarm notifying that we have a yellow signal coming up just in the center of the screen there. So we've got a slight uphill incline. I will shortly increase the speed and increase the throttle. And you can see that we're starting to decrease speed now, so we'll just increase the throttle to 1. Obviously there's your yellow signal, so it means we've got a red signal coming up next. Take this opportunity to show you the external camera modes. And you have to admit, the graphics for the console on a train simulator are quite impressive. Just increase the speed a bit. We know we do have a red signal, and we do have a speed limit of 15. Can't increase it too much. So as you can see, we've got a few red lights coming up. Again, on these service modes, you'll see a good high quality artificial intelligence, so other passenger trains on the route more frequent than they are with the scenario levels that you may have already tried. This is one of the main reasons that I like the service modes. We'll see how many we see on this route. Just cancel the AWS for this red signal. We'll start initial braking at roughly 100 yards. Making sure we come to a stop before the red light. So as you can see, make sure that you stop on the target. We do now have a green light. Release the brake. Select throttle 1 and we'll start accelerating towards London Paddington. We can now increase the throttle as the speed limit has changed to 50 miles an hour. Hopefully we'll see some AI along the route. I don't expect too much as we're only 2 miles away from London Paddington. And it's 20 past 5 in the morning. And there I think we have a 166 class. A few early morning commuters on that one. And we have a green light up ahead. Hopefully there'll be no more red lights as we're a little bit tight for time. And there's our next green light. Speeding a bit. And we've got a yellow light up ahead, so our AWS alarm will soon be sounding. Speed limit shortly dropping to 25 miles an hour. There's another class 43 departing from London Paddington. And that's our AWS alarm, which will just cancel with the circle button. Decrease speed a little bit more as we're approaching that 25 mile an hour limit. And we can release the brake. Slightly ahead of schedule, so we'll slow down a little bit, try and make it as close to that 523 as we can. Brake a little bit harder. Shouldn't have any problems stopping in place. And there you can see another class 166 ready to load some passengers and start its journey later on this morning. So as we come to the end of our journey, like I said, please leave any comments. Let me know if I spoke too much. Didn't do too well with the speed. I like to get it as perfect as I can. Just increase the speed a little bit more, making sure we don't stop before the marker. We are on time, 5:23. Like I said, leave some comments, let me know how you think I got along. I'll open the doors, wait for some passengers to join for the next service, which I believe starts at around 5:47. As you can see, stopped in time. Not too many trains in the station at this time. And we'll set the lights for the next journey. A few other things. We'll just lock the doors, and that'll be the end of the scenario. As I said, leave some comments, let me know how you got on. Feel free to subscribe if you wish. Let me know which routes you would like covered in service mode or any other scenario. Hopefully I'll be able to complete those for you soon. Okay, good night.